Let me welcome you to the Smokebox. Windows up, couple in rotation. Hot boxed out of.
Welcome to another edition of the Be Real TV Smokebox. I got the Diplomats in the motherfucking whip.
It's money knots over dots, niggas stick to the script. My niggas got bail money, nobody gon' never sit. Bank rolls. Yeah.
We about to smoke on this big ass doobie on a jumbo funky filter. You can see
I never even.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
You compared it like, you know, cause you had a smaller joint.
Yeah, that's like a Honda Accord.
The Honda Accord.
And this is a Bugatti.
The Bugatti.
Yeah, so,
It's only right.
Yeah,
so, you know what I mean? We're gonna put ours away and let you
I
do
thought I was doing something with this shit right here.
Nah, levels.
There's levels.
There's levels.
And these are the highest ones.
Absolutely.
So, man, you know, you guys have you know, been in the game for a bit.
Yes, sir.
Music, I mean, you know, definitely affiliations, stuff like that. But right now, as it stands, you guys are working on an independent film right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, how does the transition to that feel like, from doing music to going into the films?
I mean, it's kind of like a natural transition, because like when you're shooting videos, you know, you trying to make it a movie, right?
Right. It's
So,
a 3-minute movie with music.
Exactly. So you know, so when you can shoot movies independently and incorporate your music into the movies as well, it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that must be the great part about it, that like you're making the movie, but you also have the ability to score it and add whatever the fuck you want musically.
Absolutely, as we watched you do, you know what I mean? You being an OG in the game, and guys like you and Cube, and you know what I mean, just big homies that just made the transition from music to movies. It's just a dope thing, you know what I mean?
So and do you watch like when you're scoring your or with your flick? Do you sit there with the scenes and figure out what music's gonna go where?
Oh, absolutely. That's important, because it's like every scene has its own soundtrack to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
whether it's music that's like instrumental,
right,
or ambient, or
right,
fucking
right,
with lyrics in it. There's different settings.
Yeah,
for
different settings for everything. Like one scene, you might want some lyrics playing, and you're gonna, you know, blow some brains out.
Because the lyrics might be, you know, it might be in connection to the scene. Like the lyrics are like talking about what's about to happen.
That's right.
And then some shit is just mood, right?
Yeah, some shit is just like off the mood. Like fuck it, it's just, you know, just like slow beat, or you know what I mean, up tempo. Like it just depends on what the scene is. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's got to be meticulous but fun at the same time.
Gotta be fun, but make sense on camera.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, dope experience.
And who you got up in the flicks? Is it like all independent actors, or you got any?
Yeah, man, that's me. You got DukeDaGod. You got Snoop on the ride. You got a McCann from Sneaky Fingers.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Came doing bless us with some good cameos. So, you know. And plus, you know, the rest is just independent actors that we've seen that have some dope talent. Give them a start, you know. So,
is that what you're gonna lean toward a little bit more? Is more films and not so much music, or you're gonna go hand in hand with both?
Hand in hand works, because it's like you can drop your music anytime you want to the core audience. You don't have to cater to anybody, like, you know, because, you know, it's like, it's a transition.
You know what I think would be crazy too, though, like, because you're doing the movie and you got control of the music, is that if you went on tour, you can incorporate like the movie into the tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the music from the movie, like the hot one,
right.
And then, like, you know, use the movie as the backdrop. Like, because then you kill two birds with one stone.
That's true.
Because you're promoting the movie, and you're also, you know, like, promoting the song.
That's true.
That shit would be crazy. Like, you know, to like if you scored the whole movie, and that would be like the set. Like, come see this set right here, right? Wow. And it's the fucking it's the soundtrack. Because you're doing it, you could actually do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would be crazy.
That's fucking bananas.
Like, do the soundtrack to the movie, and then you know, like some sort of video wall and pop the movie in.
On tour.
Oh, that would be stupid. Come on, 5% management stop.
10.
All right, 10. All right. See, I go cheap for homies. You know what I'm
10.
saying?
Now we gotta bless you with 10, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
No, but I think you'll see more creative shit like that
Right.
in these years to come as far as music, because I think you have to think out of the box these days to sell music.
Nah, you got to. But my thing is like, you know, it's you guys kind of like set the tone for thinking out the box. You know what I'm saying? That Cypress Hill, you know, just Killer Man is like incredible, man. Classic. It's like that can't be duplicated.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I often, you know, say, and this is for any song, you know, it's like if once the original goes out there, and that's what people love, it is hard to erase that from people's memories.
You're right.
You can't even put a remix out there.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? You can, and it could live as its own thing, but it will never compete with what the original thing is. And I think that's to go with movies, that's to go with music, that's to go with shit. You can invent something. The original is always going to be what people look for in the end. But you know, it's a blessing to do what we do, to be able to get out there and put our music out, put films out, products, whatever the fuck, or even just put ourselves out there.
It's like a blessing from God, man. It's just like the gift that keeps on giving.
Hell yeah. Now, do you like? Is this like geared towards like the Netflix type of audience?
Yeah, pretty much Netflix type of audience. You know what I'm saying? Like Redbox, stuff like that. So you know, it's just, you know, the digital world is just flipping non-stop. You know what I mean? Dudes could just wake up, go on their phone, and just go on Netflix and catch a movie. So, you know, just the way that technology is set up, the way you could just shoot it to your core audience, like right there.
Yeah, it's real direct these days.
Real direct.
Interactive. Like, you know, 10, 15 years ago, you didn't have that kind of interaction that was so direct with your fan base. But now, I mean, you can get on your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, what have you, and be like, okay, I'm selling this song right here for $5.
Like,
just be like, whatever,
incredible.
or whatever, you know, just as an example, and motherfuckers will react immediately off of it.
It's crazy.
Whereas before, you know, back in the old template, you know, there was a process.
Right.
You had to wait to get paid quarterly on the
right.
royalty checks if you were lucky enough to get them.
Lucky enough.
And get all the middleman fucking, you know, percentages taken out of it.
Right.
This day and time, whether it's a film, a video, or a song, or merchandise, the artist can actually sell direct.
Right.
And that's the beautiful part.
That's the beautiful part about it. So that kind of alleviates a bunch of artists trying to run up in the record labels, begging for a deal.
It's still like you owning your own music or movies, and you know what I mean. So get the license it to whoever, you know what I mean, and you know, go all through a different revenue stream. So
that it must feel good to be able to fucking extend out beyond the music and do that shit.
Nah, definitely.
What inspired it?
Pretty much just the greats, you know what I mean? Watching it, following tradition. You know, a lot of the new jacks in the game, they don't follow tradition.
Nah.
You know what I mean? They don't follow tradition nowadays, so it's kind of like, you know, as long as you follow tradition and you blend it in with things of your own character,
right?
You're always gonna have a platform.
Now, when you were doing music videos, did you always? I mean, because some artists have this and some artists don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some artists get behind the camera, they do their shit, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm done. But other artists, they're behind the camera, and they're like, man, I want to be on the other side of it one day.
Oh, no, I'm on both sides.
Yeah.
I'm on both sides.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you do videos, you either get turned off by it and like, I hate doing this shit. Or you're like, man, this shit is kind of tight. Man, I could do this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's what leads a lot of, you know, people in our game into the movies, that curiosity.
Yeah. That kind of created my curiosity. I always used to shoot the videos, and then I would be like, go somewhere and kick it with some girls and homies and stuff like that. And then I said, man, let me just go around the camera and see what he's doing. You feel me?
What was the first video you guys shot?
The first video that I shot was with Cam GUNNA.
Yeah.
Cam Rock, you feel me? So that was like
Shout out to Cameron.
you know what I mean?
Shout out to Killer Cam.
Shout out to Killer Cam, you know, the big homie.
That's the man right there.
Yes, sir. So that was a dope experience, you know what I mean? So, you know, from there it was like, whoa, welcome to the NBA.
Hell yeah.
You feel me?
That's a great introduction.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? What was the feeling when you got after, like when you saw the end product of your first fucking video that you put out there?
I was like, wow, shit, I made it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like,
Did you think movies after that?
nah, not that early.
Not that fast?
Not that early. Not
Because
that
you know
early.
some motherfuckers would be like, man, I did this, I could do a movie.
Not that early.
Not
it
that
was,
early,
It was
Because
just,
you still gotta learn shit.
yeah, I was just in the process of just being a new artist and just looking up to Cam. He was, you know, just showing me the whole game, not just bringing me around and not teaching me. He was teaching me and showing me at the same time. So I was like, wow, it was just mind blowing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's gotta be, you know, especially with somebody like that bringing you in the game. You know?
Yeah, because you know, Dame Dash did the same thing with him with Rockefeller.
Right.
You
Shout
know,
out to Dame.
You know, shout out to Dame Dash, the big homie. You know,
Word up.
yeah, so it was definitely a dope experience.
So next to the movie, what do you got coming up next?
I'm working on my EP called Digital Scale.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
That's a good title right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, Digital Scale. You know, Digital Scale that changed my life. I did a lot of things with that Digital Scale.
I feel you.
You feel me? So, Digital Scale is the EP, and you know, I'm gonna drop it free on DatPiff for live mixtapes.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna put it out on iTunes with 5 additional songs.
That's the money right
Yeah,
there.
you know what I mean? That's how we gonna do that.
Word up, man. And you guys are in Cali for a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys working on music here, or are you working on the film here?
Oh, working on music. I'm actually shooting a video in a mansion in Mulholland Drive. You know, shooting a video for one of the songs off the EP. And just had a little movie meeting. So, you know, things is looking good.
Keeping it moving.
Things is looking good. Things is looking good. Blessed to be in the presence of the OG, though. You
Word
feel
up.
me?
So
That's definitely a blessing.
So this is the question, you know, that always ends the interview. You know, I have to ask it because these fuckers that watch are always on my shit about this.
Yes, sir.
If I don't ask it,
Okay.
what favorite strains do you like? If I know you be on the East Coast most of the time.
Yeah.
But,
But OG, I mean, West Coast is
Any kind
the
of
best.
West Coast weed is the best.
It wins. It wins.
This shit right here.
My best strands is OG Kush, Girl Scout cookies,
Nice.
and green crack.
All Cali strains. All Cali strains. He just said it right now. People around the world have been saying it, with the exception of people that live in the regions that grow weed too. But everybody else has been saying it. Cali weed is the best weed in
In the world.
In the world.
And
And that's what people from everywhere say, except
In the
if you
BC.
except if you live in Denver or Canada.
exactly.
And then they want to dispute that. But realistically,
Nah,
there's no
realistically,
disputing.
no disputing it. Hands down, West Coast has the best weed. You just like
We have the gas.
you gotta experience it just to understand.
We are gassed up out here, man.
Super gas.
So how could they find you if they want to, you know, support your movement?
Oh man, you can check us out on the Rell and DukeDaGod on Instagram, the Rell and DukeDaGod on Twitter, the homie the Rell and DukeDaGod on Instagram. You know what I mean? And yeah, we here.
Word up, man. Fuck with them, support their shit, see what they got cracking.
Yes, sir. Big homie.
That's right. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave comments, and keep smoking. And make sure that it's with the funky filled tip. Don't fuck with the frauds. Get with the gods.
Yeah.
Let me welcome you to the Smokebox. Windows up, couple in rotation. Hot box